The stock market just ripped to fresh, new all-time highs. Today we'll cover why it's rising, what to know, and where the action is right now. The CPI data came in better than expected at 3%, beating the 3.1% forecast. Naturally, markets loved that and surged higher as bulls woke up ahead of the next FOMC meeting. There's now a 98.3% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut this Wednesday, October 29th. The rate decision happens at 2 p.m., followed by Jerome Powell's press conference at 2:30. Traders are preparing for an exciting week. Looking back at previous rate cuts, December 2018 triggered a sell-off, but the September 2025 cut brought strong recovery and optimism. While initial volatility remains, markets are showing clear strength into this event, signaling bullish sentiment might continue through the week. Traders are watching the S&P 500 closely after it ripped past the previous all-time high near 674. Friday's CPI release fueled momentum, but resistance remains near 67,850. If that breaks, we could see another leg higher. Seasonally, this is one of the most bullish times of the year. Historically, November and December in post-election years show strong buying pressure, with data back to 1950 confirming that pattern. This positive seasonality adds to current market optimism. However, it's not just technicals driving momentum. Global politics are back in focus. The U.S.-China trade truce is set to expire November 10th, and Trump's proposed 100% tariffs could begin November 1st. Markets hate uncertainty with China, and traders vividly remember the volatility during the 2018 tariff war. All eyes are now on the upcoming Trump-Xi meeting scheduled for Thursday, October 30th. Trump and Xi haven't met in person since 2019, making this week's summit crucial. Over the weekend, U.S. trade advisors met with Chinese representatives in Malaysia to discuss tariffs and agricultural purchases. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent suggested that the 100% tariffs might be off the table and China may resume large-scale soybean imports from the U.S. If confirmed by Beijing, this would be a huge win for both economies. Trump has emphasized this issue repeatedly, calling it key to achieving a comprehensive deal. Both nations have reportedly agreed on a framework that could be finalized at the meeting. Still, markets remain cautious. A deal isn't done until it's signed. Positive headlines could send markets soaring, while disappointment might cause a pullback. Either way, traders should brace for high volatility as this critical meeting unfolds later this week. Beyond trade talks, it's also the biggest earnings week of the season. Monday features Keurig Dr. Pepper, followed by SoFi and Enphase on Tuesday. Wednesday brings Verizon and Boeing in the morning, then the tech giants, Meta, Microsoft, and Google, after hours. Thursday is equally massive with Eli Lilly and Merck pre-market, then Amazon, Apple, and Coinbase reporting later. That's 5 of the Magnificent 7 all in 1 week. NVIDIA isn't reporting, but it hosts its GPU Technology Conference from October 27th to 29th in Washington, D.C., where new AI announcements could fuel more upside. NVIDIA already jumped 2.25% Friday and remains the heaviest-weighted S&P 500 stock. Meanwhile, IBM exploded 8% last week after unveiling a breakthrough quantum computing algorithm, and Ford surged 12% following strong earnings. These setups could extend if momentum holds through the week. Traders are eyeing IBM above $300 for continuation, and Ford above $14 after a strong breakout. Netflix, however, remains weak after disappointing earnings and could fall below $1,090 if selling pressure continues. NVIDIA is another hot watch around the $190 to $200 resistance zone, with heavy volume and event hype in play. Today's top momentum plays include TMQ to the upside above $6.25, Aploven, AP, above $6.27, and DraftKings, DKNG, to the downside below $32.85. In big money flow, A $1.57 million call position appeared in JD at $36 strike, expiring March 2026. A bold bet on improved U.S.-China relations. If positive trade news hits, Chinese stocks like JD could rally sharply.